Hey guys, I know I am currently covered in a face mask right now, but let's just ignore it. Honestly, you guys are probably more distracted by the fact that I'm not wearing glasses, which I am a little bit closer to the camera than I would like, but that's because I can't see even as close as I'm standing. So I definitely don't want to get any further away from the camera. The reason for this face mask is because I had already put it on. And, I mean, I'm not gonna waste it. This face mask is like really expensive, so especially since it's for like really oily skin. But I have been very forgetful today, and part of that is on me, but the other part is my aunt came to visit. I haven't seen her in a little over 2 months, so I was really excited to see her. And then her daughter and her family came to visit as well right after Sheila came. So I mean, we got to see a lot of people today, a lot of the family. And then I guess I cleaned my room a bit, and I guess that threw me off completely because I forgot about the Instagram challenge. I just finished that like 15-20 minutes ago. I completely forgot about doing the video challenge. I finally got that edited and uploaded. That should be up on YouTube right now. And then until I put this face mask on, I completely forgot that I have to vlog. I forgot to vlog yesterday. I was so into the March Girl, and by the time I'd finished the book and I thought about vlogging, it was like 5 a.m. and I was like, I just need to sleep. So yes, I've been very, very forgetful, and I don't really regret not vlogging yesterday because there was really nothing that I did. I just laid in bed and literally read all day. And Kai is down here looking at me like I just crawled out of the sewer. It's okay, baby. You can't lick mama. You can't lick me. No. Ah! No. You didn't want to take your medicine earlier today, but you want to lick mommy's facial mask. Oh yeah, I forgot to give him his medicine yesterday, so he had to get it today. I mean, it's just a flea and tick medicine, and it's good for 3 months. It's not the end of the world that I forgot to give it to him, but at the same time, I hate being even a day late on stuff like that. But on to the book update for today. I finished The Mark Girl. I had 150 pages left after the last vlog update I did, day before yesterday, whatever. 150 pages left. I plowed through them. The pacing of this book is weird. I read and it felt like I was getting so far into the book. Like I had just read like 50 to 100 pages, and I had really read like 20 to 30 pages, and that was exhausting. So that last 150 pages felt more like 300 pages. But, I mean, the whole book felt like longer than it was. Now, that's not my only problem with the book. That's like the least amount of problem I had with this book. The character development in this book is non-existent. If there is any character development, I completely missed it. I didn't really get to know or like form an emotional attachment to any of the characters. Their problems I didn't really care about. Another thing that kind of goes off that is the love triangle. That I didn't care about either. And speaking of the love triangle, one of my biggest pet peeves in and out of books is cheating. I hate people that cheat, especially people that are engaged, betrothed in this case, or are married. It's like, that is like the lowest point that I'll ever think of somebody. It's like, you do that and you're written off in my book. And I have some family members that are like this as well. So, I mean, I don't talk to those family members either, because, not just because of that. I mean, they're pretty they're not nice family members to begin with, but even if they were, I wouldn't associate with them because of that. I mean, I can't stand people who cheat. In this, our main character, Liv, has attractions to the other, well, I guess he's not really a main character, but we do get his perspective a couple times. But his name is Cedric, and he is betrothed to another character named Kat, who is in this book the entire time. I mean, my whole thing about this is, if you are betrothed, and I mean, yes, their parents obviously set this up. I mean, they're royals and everything, and royal people, I don't think actually do this anymore, but this is like set, or their world is set in like it's like medieval, really, even though I think time-wise it's the same year as the Earth is. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, the time, like if 2 months on Earth is 2 months in their world, which Kalim, I don't know how to say. I just called their world Callum because that's what it looked like to me. I mean, I get it that in their world that's how this works. But at the same time, and I'm not going to tell you why they do what they do. That is one of the plot points that is in the book. But I don't see why he couldn't choose to be with whoever. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like if you have no romantic feelings at all for this cat girl, and you're openly flirting with other people in your realm, and then you're getting romantically involved with a girl from Earth, you obviously do not care for this cat girl at all as a fiance or as a friend at this point, because even if you had no interest as her, you either need to tell her or just completely break off this relationship, because stringing her along does not help. And if you see her as a friend, you are hurting her by cheating on her essentially with all of these girls. It doesn't make me like him as a character, and it doesn't make me like Liv at all, because even though, I mean, she hasn't really even thought of the fact that she's making Cedric cheat or that she's being a homewrecker. It is so frustrating. I mean, I like the fact that foster care and the foster care system is represented in this book. I don't know if it's been represented appropriately, because I've never been in that system, and I never will since I'm over the age of 18, but I don't know how that system runs for kids who actually are in the program. So, I mean, I can't say anything about that, but I do like the fact that it is represented in some way in this book. But that also makes me hate the fact that Liv, who is a foster kid, is being considered a homewrecker because she's trying to be with Cedric when he is betrothed to Kat. And it's not like she doesn't know this from the very beginning. It's blatantly told to her. It's partially insta-love too, because it's like they're automatically attracted to each other, or she's attracted to him right away, and then she says a couple things, makes him laugh, and all of a sudden he's all over her. And it's very insta-love in that sense, but considering the book feels like you're reading hundreds and hundreds of pages at a time, it doesn't really feel like insta-love. So that's a good point, but at the same time, it's like, this is insta-love. It's a bad love triangle. It supports cheating, and I hate books that support cheating. Now, I did end up giving this book a 3 stars. When I first finished it, I was like, 4 stars, and I ordered the second book. And I do plan on reading the second book whenever I get it. But I was like 4 stars, and then when I wrote the review, I was like, maybe 3.5 stars, 3.75 maybe. And then I started reading some of the reviews, and I saw, or it's just the fact that those people had some of the problems that I had, but they were explaining it better. This person has a point, and it made me rethink and rewrite some of my review for it, and I decided that I'm just going to settle right now for 3 stars. That may change after I read book 2, because my rating for Zenith changed after I read Nexus. So, I mean, just because I say I gave this a 3 stars right now doesn't mean I won't change my mind later. I do have a couple more challenges that I have to finish. Oh, this, technically, I'm counting Cedric as a main character in this, so that goes to fulfilling the challenge of reading a book with a non-human main character. And it also, if you guys have started this book and you know you haven't finished it completion, and you say that Cedric is a human character, regardless whether he's in another dimension, I'm going to tell you to go back and read the book all the way to the end, and you will see that he's not 100% human. Just putting that out there. But that went to, I don't know why I threw the book, but this went to that challenge, and it also went to the challenge of reading a book with purple on the cover. I mean, you can barely see any of the purple, but it's down here kind of in the shadows between pink and red and black. So I'm counting that as purple. I mean, if nothing else, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban counted as purple cover too, so the challenge is completed regardless. Now, I'm not going to be reading Lifelike by J. Kristoff, mainly because, I mean, one, there's only 2 days left of booktube-a-thon. I don't have the time to read it, and I've already bought a physical copy of the book, and that will hopefully be here soon, so I can just take that book back to the library, and whenever my copy gets here is when I'll read it. But, let's see, the other 2 books, well, the only challenge I really have left besides, you know, read 7 books, which is the default challenge this year, is to read a book that I meant to read last year. And Lifelight does go to that, and so does Between the Blade and the Heart. Now, if I read this book and finish it before the end of booktube-a-thon, this would be 5 books that I've read. Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5. It's 5 books. So I'm thinking that instead of reading this duology, I may actually pick up 2 different books. Like 2 relatively short, quick reads. That way I can get the badge for reading 7 books and get the badge for a book I meant to read last year. Because I know I have some kind of short book or something that I meant to read last year. I meant to read all these books last year. I mean to read all of them all the time. So I guess whatever book I pick up will count. So at this moment, I'm not like set on that. I mean, I may still read those books, but I am more leaning towards choosing 2 different books. 2 really short books that I can just fly through and not really have to stress myself over. Which I have enough stress in my life, I really don't need any more. But yeah, I think that's it for my update today. I didn't really do much. I mean, like I said, I finished The Marked Girl at like 5 a.m. this morning. So besides watching like the 4th and 5th Harry Potter movies, it's been me playing catch up all day basically. Oh, I'm stupid. Today was day 6. Tomorrow is the last day of booktube-a-thon, isn't it? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm probably going to be choosing 2 very, very short books, or manga even, that I will be able to finish within a day. Okay. That's the plan. I'm definitely not reading those books now. I may read them after the reading rush and everything, but it's like not daring. I need, my OCD needs me to get that, you know, read 7 books badge. So, I mean, the only badge I'm not going to get, I think, is the read-in one, and that's because the closest read-in was Louisville, Kentucky, and I just spent 3 months in Louisville, Kentucky at Kindred Hospital. I don't want to go back anytime soon. With that, I'm going to go choose different books to read and get this off my face before I forget. Actually, I should have taken this off like 2 or 3 minutes ago. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with the final update for the reading rush. Bye!